My name is Joe Phillips. I am a Sierra Club board member, and I'm also on the executive committee for the Angeles chapter. I have a comment. The Sierra Club has Beyond Oil, Beyond Coal, banning fracking campaigns that are all trying to decrease our society's dependence upon fossil fuels. My question that I have, comment as well as a question. I hike a lot. I hike in Limekiln Canyon, which is really close to the fields. But I also hike up at Mission Peak, which is north of Cessnon on Neon Way. There's another oil field up there, because I've hiked on that Mission Peak hike for many years. And that is very, very, smells all the time. I hike up on Mission Peak above Neon Way, up on Neon Way above Cessnon, and I'm questioning what's going on up on Mission, what's going on up there at that site, because your leak that's down here is affecting more people, but I've been smelling that gas leak up on Mission Peak for many years, and that's something that I've been aware of because I hike up there a lot, like I said. And the Sierra Club is known for being a very long-standing, environmental-friendly organization. And we're watching what's going on in the valley. Santa Susana Field Lab, Termo, the bomb trains that were an issue. This is another issue that we're just looking at.
Okay,
as well as other environmental organizations.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And remember
if you can answer about Mission Peak, please.
Comments, you're just comments, and we'll get through them, and then we will do this. Susan, Gorman, Jane. And then after Susan, she's helping. And then Vicki, Salamea, are you still here? You'll be next. So if you guys can come up and just get ready so we can do these one at a time.
All right, very quickly, I really want to thank all of the public servants that have been here today, especially AQMD, for coming out at midnight and all hours of the night. Really appreciate what you do. Again, I just want to state that this is from the Center for Disease Control. We do not know whether long-term exposure to low levels of methane or mercaptan can result in harmful health effects. I would like studies or anything that you have to let us know. You keep reassuring us, but you give us no scientific evidence, no scientific research, no scientific documentation that long-term exposure to low levels of methane or mercaptan can result in health effects. We need to know the answers to those questions, and not just be reassuring. I want scientific evidence and research. Will you do that for us, please? And how will we get that information?
Once they get it to us, we'll put it on the website so that you can then, you'll have the contact
and I
information
also
too,
have
so we can at least have some links.
So, okay. And there was somebody I was supposed to give a request for public documents to. Did she leave? Wendy, somebody?
No, the public documents go to each organization.
I will do that at the end. Thank you.
Thank you. And Vicki, and then after Vicki is going to be Mark Morris. So just come up and get in line so we can keep moving.
Hi, I'm a resident of Porter Ranch, and I have to say I'm upset that the council did not have a presenter up here representing us. You wouldn't be pushing us to only have 30 seconds to speak and tell you if you had somebody up here who lives here who's representing us, like say Porter Ranch. Because so far, whether it was lies or whether it was miscommunication in your company, we didn't know for 3 days. We were told when we called the 24/7 hotline that there was no leak, and we were never notified. So, how am I supposed to believe anything that you say? And if I hear, sorry for the inconvenience, one more time. First, I am so upset of hearing sorry for the inconvenience. It doesn't do anything wrong. I have an immune system compromise. I'm on permanent disability. I have a dog who is also sick. And I went to the open house. I got no answers. I was told the pipes underneath our houses are checked once every 7 years. Not every quarter or yearly. 7 years.
Okay, thank you so much, that's great. Mark, you're up next.
No, I haven't even, I have a doctor, I've called my doctors. You know, I wrote my doctor. My doctor wrote back. Natural gas and the additive are both problems for chemically sensitive people, as you know. You have to be the squeaker wheel and keep calling until they find the source of the leak. Make sure to keep your windows closed and run HEPA filters if you have one. You can even wear a mask when you go outside to protect yourself. I'm not aware of any commercial available blood tests that will specify look at mercaptan additive in my system. But he gave me a list of what I should be tested for. You from the health department, you wanted us to come and give our comments on how we're feeling. I am sick. My dog, after we were out the weekend before last, we were outside gardening. By Monday, she threw up over 30 times all night long. Bile and mucus. She is hacking. She is throwing up. I am sick. I am dizzy. I had a bad fall on Friday morning, and I have witnesses behind me that saw me do a face plant in the concrete because I don't have any balance right now if I go outside. I can't go outside without a mask. What is my dog supposed to do? I go out. I smelled it today, and I called. I thank the AQMD for responding quickly today, as busy as they were, because many of us smelled it today. And for those of us with compromised immune systems, you don't know what a low-level, constant amount of this exposure is. What exactly we're being exposed to. It's down low to the ground, like dogs are. I left this last weekend to get me and my dog out of there. And my dog stopped throwing up. And she had energy. She wanted to go on a hike. I used to be able to hike up there. I can't anymore. Because it makes us sick. It makes us sick to just go outside in my front yard. And I don't live in an HOA area. I live in the country club area. And it's smelling down there. And it's windy. And to be told that it's impossible and it's a mile away, I hike for many, many miles. Every day I used to hike for many, many miles up in those hills with my dogs. I mountain biked up there. How do I know the long-term damage it's done to me? I'm not getting any better living in this community. I thought I would, but I'm not. The health department needs to hear this from those of us that are sick. Our animals are sick.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, and you need to talk to Mark.
And I called Antonivich's office, and because he's here, he illegally gave my phone number to SoCalGas to call me. Antonivich's office, Elizabeth, and she said she didn't know any, and this was after I told her I'd been to the meeting, the SoCal meeting, and she didn't even have the date right. Antonivich's office. And Englander's office, I have called and left messages, and they have not even returned my calls.
Okay, so Mark, I'm sorry, thank you so much, but we need to move on. We need to do something.
You know, I came and sat here for hours so I could voice what's going on here, and somebody would listen. I need people to listen.
Yes.
That's what my doctor said. Squeaky wheel, please listen and help us.
Yeah, that's what they're here for.
Well, I haven't gotten any help from any of my council people. The AQMD is the only department that has responded quickly to me.
Thank you. Mark.
I'm deferring my 1 minute to Matt Caputo.
Matt, you wanted to speak at the end. We only have,
He just yielded this time.
so you're going to use your 1 minute now?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll speak from Porter Ranch. I'm the president of St. Porter Ranch. I think most of you know me. I don't envy your guys' jobs tonight. You look like a bunch of deer in the headlights, though. If I was looking like that in my job, I'd be out of work pretty quick. And it's great that you're thanking us for our feedback, but you guys SoCalGas is making the money, and the other guys we're paying, you need to be taking the lead in this situation. And just as a side note, Jared, how about that health impact assessment we talked about?
Yeah.
So apparently, every agency and even county, and where's Englander's office? Where's the rep?
They were here earlier.
Where? They leave?
No,
Did
they
you-
had to leave.
Of course. There's Mitch Englander's representation. Apparently everyone is completely unprepared for this huge facility with 140 wells, that Termo now wants to add 12 more wells to. You can't handle what you have, so let's not add more fuel to our fire. We have enough problems with one gas leak. We didn't even think about that when we invented Save Border Ranch. Thank you for shining the light. And people have been talking about smelling the gas for a year. How many of you have smelled it for more than a year? How many years that people lived here and smelled the gas? Shout them out.
Yes.
Okay, plenty of gas coming down off that hill. And Jared, you tell us that you just don't get any complaints. Maybe people don't know who to complain to, but now they know. And now, in case you're wondering that and say that you don't have it, there's no problem that you're aware of. No, you're aware of the problem. Loud and clear. Yeah, and the AQMD apparently pretty underfunded, because in the beginning, when we had the inspector out, who we're not on a first name basis now, he just buzzes the gate, doesn't even call anymore, he comes over so often. He had the wrong equipment for the first 5 or 6 days. He told us, I've got a sampler, but it's the wrong one. I don't know what kind of results we'll get, but maybe you're getting the right stuff now. But that's how prepared you are for what is existing there already. We don't need any more of it when it comes time for Antonovich to vote on Termo and for the Porter Ranch Neighborhood Council to submit their letter on Termo.
May I respond to your comment about not having the right equipment?
Love to hear it.
We did have the right equipment, and we actually sampled that Saturday night, the first night we were out there. And as one of the samples that our lab has analyzed, that we shared that data back. We have brought out additional.
Okay, your inspector, maybe he was wrong. He said he had wrong equipment.
No, we came out with exactly the correct sample to collect samples that night. And we continue to be out there and sample.
On the first Saturday night, yeah, the right
Yeah,
equipment.
I followed that, and I
Okay,
talked.
so Jim Savage, you're up next.
Okay, thank you.
Jim? Okay, and Warren Stone? After Warren will be Richard Matthews.
My name is Warren Stone. I live in Twin Lakes, which is a little west of here. My name is Warren Stone. I live in Twin Lakes, a little west of here. They're building a new home development, adding a little over 150 to 200 homes, called Hidden Creek, right next to the gas storage area. That doesn't make sense to me. They shouldn't be building next to that area at all. You just create more problems by building new homes in that area to have the exact same problems we're having.
Thank you so much. Richard, after Richard will be Tim O'Connor.
Thank you all for being here. I'm Richard Matthews, candidate for state senate. I'm a 50-year resident of Porter Ranch in Chatsworth, and my background is engineering and science. And I'm very concerned about this leak. I am concerned about the magnitude of the leak. We see so many people here who are smelling the odorant, who are getting sick from it, and that tells me that there is a lot of natural gas leaking. And even if the methane doesn't stay close to the ground, it's still a very big concern for the environment to be leaking so much methane. I'm concerned about the heavier chemicals like benzene and toluene, and it's very reassuring to hear from you that the levels that you're measuring are fairly low. But just like some houses are smelling a lot of odorant, and the house next door isn't maybe smelling it at all, these can be concentrating in particular places, and so I am concerned that there might be problems with these accumulating in some places. And I'm concerned about the compressor upgrade, representing a 40-year investment in this facility. And that means 40 more years of having this facility in proximity to our homes, 40 more years that we can have a repeat of this problem. In 40 years, these 60-year-old wells will be 100-year-old wells, and it also represents 40 more years of burning fossil fuels, and we need to be getting off of fossil fuels much sooner than that. And Richard Matthews for State Senate, vote Richard, not Warren. Thank you.
Then it's going to be Sharon Dormani.
Thanks again for a quick moment. Before I started working for Environmental Defense Fund, I was an inspector with the Bay Area Air Quality Management District doing refinery inspections. And I've done a lot of incident response, a lot of community meetings, and it's rare that you have the COO of the largest gas utility in the nation coming and sitting here before us. And so thank you for really showing up and having a commitment to this community, at least to have the conversation. One thing that I do think is very important that's come out of today is trying to figure out how much is coming out of this leak. The fact that we've heard, the company is working on fixing the leak, but there's 100 people up there, you think that 1 or 2 of those people could be working on quantifying how much is coming out. And the fact that the Air District hasn't yet also come up with an analysis and is not releasing the amount of gas that's coming out, or their analysis, is something that I do think needs to be rectified quickly, because if we can figure out how much is coming out of this thing, we can understand the damage to the environment, we can understand things about this leak, things that might help prevent future leaks, things that we can help to mitigate the harm that's being caused. And so I do think that we should have a focus on that very quickly. That should be rectified, and I hope that the government will have its own assessment that won't rely on the gas company. The gas company will do its own assessment, won't rely on the government, and then maybe we can all come together on a consensus of what the damage is here, because I do think we do need to figure out how to come to that quantification. I mean, there are scientists from NASA and JPL that I spoke with this morning. They'd be happy to do flyovers in their airplanes that have mobile methane sensing. There's scientists from Lawrence Berkeley National Lab that I spoke to this morning. They said there's world-renowned scientists that can be deployed here. They can be of assistance in helping to calculate this. So there are thousands of engineers and people in California that care about this leak. I mean, this is a big deal for California that has greenhouse gas reduction requirements, and I think that there's help that can be delivered. If the gas company can't focus on it right now, I think the state and other engineers will be happy to provide that assistance. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sharon Dormani, and I reside in 11533 Doral Avenue, which is in the area of the country club.
Yes.
I've sat through this meeting tonight with a migraine on a scale of 1 to 10, a 7. The reason why I'm here, I was not going to come. I came inside at 6, I went to get out of my car from Northridge and stepped out of my car in Porter Ranch, and I could smell the gas.
Yep.
I spoke to Michelle at 3 o'clock when I went to pick up my 2 kids, 5 and 6, at Castle Bay, and said that I wasn't sure if I was going to make it because I had a migraine, very bad one. My husband's been dizzy. My dog has had diarrhea for 7 days now, continuous. My daughter has had nosebleeds since the 27th, every single night. Wakes up with blood all over her pillow, all over her sheets. My son has had shortness of breath. Don't tell me that this is not because of the gas leak. I don't care what your 1999 studies say. I have a master's in public health too. You move your kids out to this community without knowing it and then find out when a gas leak happens. That's my comment. And where are the rest of our representatives? Where is Eric Garcetti? Where are the senators and state senators? Where are they, people? I want to know.
And Mitch Englander, who wants to be supervisor next time around.
Exactly.
Paula, can I comment for a second?
Yes, because
My name is Kevin Taylor. I'm Mayor Eric Garcetti's West Valley representative. I've been here the entire night. Megan Collier, the district director for Mitch Englander.
Fine, go ahead.
Good evening, my name is Kevin Taylor. I'm the Mayor Eric Garcetti's West Valley area representative. I've been here from the beginning of the night. Megan Collier from Mitch Englander's office was here for about half of the evening, had to go to another community meeting and asked me to report back to her. I have a stack of my cards with me tonight. If anybody would like to see me afterwards, I'll give you my information. I'll be happy to communicate with you.
I've called you 3 times. Where you been?
I have received your calls, but I'll see you tonight.
Hey, and then Kyoko, you're next. And then the last one will be Michelle with Bob Thompson.
Thank you for being here. I just want to share that I feel your pain because I see it in your eyes. But most importantly, I think what we keep saying over and over again, not the question and answers have been great, but how to communicate. And maybe one good way to communicate is kind of like how when we go up to a hill and we see like Smokey the Bear and this is what's happening. Maybe it's something more to this century where there's technology base, where we have Dogger, where we have hazmat or the epidemiologists, or even thermal or gas company, and an interactive, just something saying what's going on. So when people are at the park saying, what's that smell? There's something that we could actually interact with, either here on the school base or at the park, something safe, something maybe with mapping. I think that's what this gentleman's company does, showing where the methane's coming from. Because it is a climate issue. It is a greenhouse gas that is important to all of us. And I think most of us, when we move here, we don't realize how many wells are up there. And I think understanding the Doggers, most people don't. It's just not up their alley. But it's just something positive for the community to hear. And I don't think just here in California, but other places. But since we have so many oil and gas wells here, just something to just make us feel safe, like, hey, this is what's going on. Because a lot of people don't know. And something also to tell us in advance about these meetings, because I got my notice like at 11 o'clock today. So something more that the public is more aware.
Are you on our phone list?
I am, but that's me. But what about everybody else? I'm out in the community every day. I'm here at Porter Ranch. I mean, I'm everywhere. And I talk to people all the time. They look at me like, what are you talking about? What gas? And, some of us are more sensitive. Some of us have different, needs. So something just more positive to keep the community aware. That's all. Thank you.